Okay, good morning, distinguished chair, reviewers, and fellow participants. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present our research. My name is Nur Ajizah, a doctoral candidate of the doctoral program in Administrative Science, Faculty of Administrative Science, University Brawijaya. The study was carried out together with Prof. Kadarisman Hidayat, Dr. Sabarila Warotinasi, and Dr. Zahro ZAS Supervisor. The paper I am presenting today is titled Social and Intellectual Capital Effect on Dynamic Capability and Financial Performance with Leverage as a Moderating Variable. In brief, the study examined how social capital and intellectual capital influence on financial performance with leverage serving as a moderating mechanism. Before diving in, allow me to briefly outline the structure of this presentation. There are six main sections: the research paper and gap, the theoretical framework and hypothesis, research methodology, research and findings, discussion and implication, and the final, the conclusion. The research background. Why does the research matter? The Indonesian manufacturing sector, the largest in Southeast Asia, faces increasingly complex challenges, including global economic uncertainty, post-pandemic recovery pressure, and intensified competition. This condition makes sustaining financial performance considerably more difficult. Contemporary research increasingly show that financial performance is no longer driven solely by tangible assets. Intangible research such as social capital and intellectual capital play an ever more critical role in determining competitiveness. However, a careful review of the existing literature reveals a significant problem. Empirical findings remain highly inconsistent. Some studies report positive and significant effect, while others find no significant relationship at all. The inconsistency signal an important research gap that the studies seek to address. One plausible explanation lies in the presence of an examined contingency factor, specifically the firm's financial structure or leverage. Introducing leverage as a moderating variable is the central novelty of this study. Okay, the theoretical foundation. The first theory is resource-based view theory. This is competitive advantage from valuable rare inimitable resource by Barney, 1991. The second theory is dynamic capabilities view theory by DC et al. 1997. It's integrating and reconfiguring resources to respond to change. The third theory is knowledge-based view theory by Grant, 1996. It's knowledge as primary strategic resource for value creation. The fourth theory is stakeholder theory by Freeman, 1984, and the fifth theory is agency theory by Jensen and McLean, 1976. Okay, building on this theoretical foundation, I formulate a research hypothesis is illustrated in the conceptual model on the left-hand side of the slide. Hypothesis 1 and hypothesis 2 propose that social capital positively affect dynamic capability and financial performance respectively. Hypothesis 3 and Hypothesis 4 focus that intellectual capital positively affect dynamic capability and financial performance. Hypothesis 5 tests whether dynamic capability positively affect financial performance. The central novelty of the study lies in Hypothesis 6, Hypothesis 7, and Hypothesis 8, which test whether leverage moderate edge of this relationship with financial performance. Research methodology. Regarding methodology, the study employs a quantitative approach with an explanatory research sign, meaning we test causal relationship among the specified variables. The data are entirely secondary, sourced from corporate annual report. The final sample comprised 16 manufacturing companies observed over a 7-year period from 2017 to 2020, from 2017 to 2023, yielding 112 from-year observation. The analytical method is partial least square. This method was selected because it accommodated formative indicator, is robust to relatively small sample size, and doesn't require tight normality assumption. Okay. The study involves 5 main variables, all operationalized using formative indicator. Social capital. First variable is social capital, is measured by 3 expenditure-based indicator. Employee welfare expenditure, community expenditure, and environmental expenditure, reflecting the firm's investment in its social relationship. The second variable is intellectual capital, is measured using the PAIC method. PICA for capital efficiency, PIHU for human capital efficiency, and STVA for structural capital efficiency. And the third variable is dynamic capability, is measured by the percentage increase in R&D, marketing, and production investment corresponding to sensing and recurring dimension of the TC at all framework. The fourth variable is financial performance, is measured by return on asset, return on equity, and net profit margin. And the last variable is leverage, as the moderate variable is measured by debt to equity ratio, debt to asset ratio, and the long-term debt to total asset ratio. Okay. Before testing the hypothesis, we must verify that the model is valid and fits the data adequately. First, the author model evaluation. All indicators produce statistically significant weight value with p-value below 0.001. This confirms that all indicators are valid measure of various active latent construct, and no indicator needed to be removed from the model. The second, the inner model evaluation. The average R-square value of 0.310 indicates that the model explains approximately 31% of data variability. The goodness of fit value of 0.477 classifies the model is the large or strong fit category, confirming that the overall model is adequate for hypothesis testing. We now arrive at the core of this presentation, the hypothesis testing result. Let me walk through them carefully. For hypothesis 1 and hypothesis 2, the effect of social capital, both hypotheses are not support Hypothesis 1 deals with a coefficient of 0.099 with p equals 0.143, and hypothesis 2 deals with 0.137 with p equals 0.068. Both p value exceed the 0.05 significance threshold. Okay, for hypothesis 3 and hypothesis 4, the effects of intellectual capital, both hypotheses are positively and significantly support. Hypothesis 3 return a coefficient of 0.216 with p equals 0.009, and hypothesis 1 return 0.408 with p less than 0.001. These are the strongest direct effect in the model. For hypothesis 5, the effect of dynamic capability on financial performance was also not supported, with a negative coefficient of means 0.101 and p equals 0.137. Most notably, hypothesis 6, hypothesis 7, hypothesis 8, all three moderation hypotheses are positively and significantly support. As visible in the plot diagram, the R-square value for financial performance is 0.57, meaning our model explains 57% of the variance in financial performance, a notably strong explanatory power. Okay, drawing from the result, there are four central inseparable views to highlight. First, the non-significance of social capital suggests that in the context of Indonesian manufacturing, relative and hierarchical organization structure limit the strategic conversion of social network into performance outcome. Social capital exists, but has not yet been systematically integrated into strategic decision making. Second, the positive and significant effect of intellectual capital strongly reinforce knowledge-based view theory. Knowledge assets are indeed critical strategic resource, and the dominance of PAH view confirms that investing in people and human capital yields the most direct performance return. Third, the non-significant effect of dynamic capability reflects an implementation gap. Firms might possess adaptive capacity, but translating that capacity into measurable financial result requires an additional enabling condition. Fourth, and most importantly, the significant moderating role of leverage confirms against theory. An optimal capital structure enforces managerial discipline and amplifies the effectiveness of intangible resource deployment. Leverage acts as a catalyst that converts latent resource potential into actual financial performance. The study carries both theoretical and practical significance. On the theoretical side, we enrich RBP by demonstrating that resource ownership alone is insufficient. Organizational context determine effectiveness. We provide strong empirical support for KBP by confirming intellectual capital is a critical performance driver. We add nuance to TCP by showing that dynamic capability effectiveness depends on implementation quality. And we extend agency theory by establishing leverage as a mechanism that enhances strategic resource efficiency. On the practical side, there are four recommendations for manufacturing firm managers. First, prioritize intellectual capital development, invest in human capital training and R&D. Second, manage the stakeholder relationship strategically, integrate social capital into business strategy, not merely as a CSR obligation. Third, strengthen dynamic capability implementation through flexible decision-making and market-driven innovation. And fourth, optimize the capital structure. I will calibrate leverage level serves as a performance catalyst rather than a financial cushion. Allow me to close with five concluding points. First, intellectual capital exerts a positive and significant effect on both dynamic capability and financial performance. This is the strongest and most consistent findings. Second, social capital doesn't produce a statistically significant direct effect on dynamic capability or financial performance in the context of Indonesian manufacturing firms. Third, dynamic capability doesn't significantly affect financial performance directly, indicating an implementation gap that firms need to address. Fourth, leverage is confined as a positive and significant motivating variable across all trade relationships. This is the central novelty and original contribution of the study. But performance financial performance depends not merely on resource ownership, but on the ability to strategically integrate those resources within an appropriate financial policy framework. In terms of limitation, the study is confined to the manufacturing sector over a specific time window. Future research is encouraged to use a broader sample, incorporate additional variables, and adopt a longitudinal design for more comprehensive insight. Okay, that brings me to the conclusion of my presentation on the effect of social capital and intellectual capital on dynamic capability and financial performance with leverage as moderating variable. I sincerely thank the organizer, chair, and all participants for your time and attention. It has been an honor to present this work and at this conference. Thank you very much.